Greetings all, El Grinnell here with TrueSpeak, bringing you the All Things Happy and Healthy vlog. Notice anything different about me this week? I'm going to be messing around with my microphone and my lighting and my hair and such. And so if you have any opinions about any of it, put it in the chat. Of course, subscribe. Please and thank you. And I'd like to start a little discussion about some of your opinions about how this looks. Or does it not even matter how it looks? Would you still listen if I had just a frame, a photo frame of me up and no video? Like, does the video even matter? So like I said, I'm going to be playing around a little bit. And so if you notice things differently uh, in any way, shape, or form, kind of comments like the where's Waldo or something like that. Okay, so on to today's subject. We've been taking down the big five. So we're on number 3 today. And we did try, and then we did should, and now today we're doing have to. Have to feels like rocks in a backpack. I have to go to school. I have to go to work. I have to go to the grocery store before I go home. All of these things, like, saying that you have to literally feels like a weight in your brain, which then translate into feeling like a weight in your body, which then leads to poor posture and your face hanging down and all other kinds of things simply associated with thinking about you have to. Okay, now I'm going to get a little bit crazy here for a moment, but I believe by the time I'm done, you'll understand the point. There is literally nothing that you have to do. It's all a choice. So when we think about ways to spend our time more enjoyably, then we start to understand more and we'll be less likely to say that you have to, right? So I have to go to the gym today. No, you don't. You don't have to go to the bank at lunchtime. You don't have to pick your kids up from school. You don't have to go to work today. And people will say, yes, I do. I have to pick the kids up from school. You could get somebody else to do it. You could make them ride the bus. There are a lot of other options. There's really nothing that you have to do. And like you can say, well, I have to breathe. Okay, well, lucky for you, you don't have to remember to breathe. Your body loves you so much, it does it for you. So anyhow, I digress. So think about how lucky you are. So I used to always say, I hate doing the dishes and I have to do the dishes because that's one chore that always, as a kid, was really torturous for me. And so it hung over into my adult life. So I recognized it, awareness, and I began to shift. So when I do dishes now, and I'm not going to tell you that I enjoy it or I look forward to it, that would be a lie. But I don't say I have to do the dishes. When it's time for the dishes to be done, I go in, well, first of all, I get a good playlist on. Good music solves a lot of stuff for me. And then you start singing. But in my mind, I'm thinking about, why do I have dishes? And I have dishes because I have dishes for starters. I have a home and a cupboard and somewhere to keep them. I have food that was on them that made them dirty. I have clean water that I can wash them in at whatever temperature I'd like for it to be. I have so much because I have dirty dishes. And so give that a try. Instead of going into the pity party of something that you have to do, take it the other way and extreme it up into the heights and the heavens and just have fun with it. Okay, so if you say, I have to wash the car today, well, no, you don't have to. Some people don't ever wash their car. I know you've seen those. But there's a lot of ways to get it done, right? So now you're going back to, okay, I choose to wash the car today because I really like how it looks when it's clean. And I do have a little extra time today. And I have a car and I have water, or I have the money to take it and have somebody else do it for me. There's just so many ways to start to lift your vibration and your energy, which is a super important way to keep yourself healthy. And you have the power. You can do it. It's simply deciding to shift. Okay, so you don't have to go to work. You get to go to work. You have a job. If for some reason you don't like your job, then reach out to me because that's a really deep-rooted issue that needs to be resolved. And but you don't, a lot of people say, well, I have to go grocery shopping or I won't have any food. Well, some people can't go grocery shopping. They don't have any money. So you don't have to go. You choose to go, you want to go, you get to go, right? And so think about all of those things that are good about what you're feeling that you have to do, and not shift it to have to, but not make it have to. Shift it to, I'm blessed. I'm blessed because I have this chore or task or whatever it might be, and turn it into your favor. You can. It does take a little bit of practice, and allow yourself to get really, really silly with it. Right. So if your kid says, I don't want to have to go to bed now, you can be like, you don't have to go to bed now, but you get to go to bed now because you have a home and you have parents that love you and you have that great pillow that you love so much. And we're going to read a story, whatever it might be. Now, I know it's more challenging when you bring your children into it, but the sooner we start exposing ourselves to the big five of try and should and have to, and we'll do a couple more in the next few vlogs, life gets better, our vibration gets higher, we stay happier and healthier. So remember, there's nothing that you have to do. It's all a choice that is actually supported by a lot of really wonderful things to be grateful for. So that's your unofficial homework. Find the gratitude, not the have to, and start really saying it and get silly with it until you're really starting to feel that it's not something that you have to do, that it actually is a blessing indirectly. Alrighty, so with that, I say stay healthy, my friends. Aloha, and looking forward to seeing you next week.